Hello, welcome to my channel. I am really excited today to be doing an unboxing of the 2023 Magic of I Planner. So this is actually my husband's, and he graciously is allowing me to unpackage it so that I can share it with you all. So with that, let's go ahead and dive in. These journals are truly beautiful and magical. So I cannot wait to see what 2023 looks like. So they've gotten a new packaging this year. It's like a really nice brown padded envelope with their emblem on it, which is just gorgeous. And then let's see what we have here. Ooh. Oh, this is nice. Look at this. We have a nice, feels like a cotton bag that's in. Make sure there's nothing else in the envelope. There is not. Okay. Got some fuzz here, but that's all right. That'll come off. And just, it says organic cotton bag, A5 size. So a really nice bag to store it in. I mean, that is gorgeous. I love that. Okay. So it's got a nice little tie at the top. We will open that up. It's got a really good closure on it. It doesn't want to open. Let's turn it around this way and see if I can make sure the knots aren't the ties are really tight in there actually. See if I can get it to open if I loosen them from those sides first. All right, so it's really hard to open the bag, but instead of pulling it that way, I'm going to, looks like my ties maybe just got crossed. That's what happened. So that's okay. It might not happen with everybody's. I'm sure I could fix that in the future. Beautiful. Beautiful bag though. Let's see if I can pull it out. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna set that aside. Beautiful bag. And then we have our 2023 Astrological Planner. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in for you all so we can take a closer look. There we go. All right, so I do believe that their plastic wrap is actually all vegan, biodegradable wrap. And let's see, it says here this year we've got moon phases, optimum times, moon cycle tracker, monthly moons and intentions, astro reference guide, and weekly planner. Give you a close-up of that. Beautiful as always. Let me go ahead and see if I can get it out of the plastic. Perhaps. There we go. So they do come in some different colors, I believe. I love this black color with the gold lining. Oh, plastic and me. All right, let me find some scissors. Make this a little bit easier. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and take this off. We have a nice elastic band. And it looks like we've got a couple of ribbons. We'll pull those out. Very nice ribbons. They actually do go a little bit short on the end, but if you wanted to pull them all the way to the corner like I like to do, you can do that. Two beautiful ribbons. With that, let's go ahead and take a look inside. Same type of cover inside as last year. Beautiful. I love that. Then they have the Magic of Incarnation. How to use the planner. calendar features, personal astrology birth chart. So you can fill that in. Working with the moon daily, some elemental signs, signs based on your astrological birth signs, which ones are fire, earth, air, and water, and working with the moon monthly. So they give you a nice step-by-step, some instructions and suggested ideas on how to use the planner, how they've got new moons and full moons marked in the planner here. Some bonus insight on different types of moons and some optimum times. Looks like through the calendars they will probably point out when these are beneficial times during the moon phases to work with those energies, going with the flow, heart explosion, psychic days, goals, etc. Okay, looks like they also have, next to the phases of the calendars, you'll see a plus for extra potent or a negative for potentially challenging. Very cool. And then we have our general dates, some holidays, some notes on time zones here, and then we've got the yearly for the current year and the year after, year ahead. And I love that they do this. They've got a nice quick astrological reference guide here that gives you all the key basics for the different astrologies. Okay. And get some more astrological references. If this is new to you, it's great. It's all in one place. Very good summary of the information. And then some information on the moon phases, the moon signs and their elements. And we've got a really nice chart here going through the phases of the moon. Very pretty. Okay, and then they've got a Astro Code Decan Tarot wheel, as well as some planetary days and hours. This planner is just packed with information. It is absolutely laid out beautiful. Some more information on our astrological bodies and planetary correspondences. I mean, there's so much information in here. If my husband hadn't gotten this book, this planner this year, I would have gotten one just to get the information that's in it, not just necessarily, you don't have to use this book necessarily as a planner. You can use it for journaling or other creative things. The information inside it is just spectacular. Some information here. And it just keeps going on cycles and a nice calendar to log cycles down if you need something like that. Okay, let's see what we have here. So, astro, mycology, fungi, and the heavens. So this seems to be the theme this year. Every year their planners have a bit of a theme to it, and this one looks like it's fungi. That's pretty fun. So we've got a list here of medicinal mushrooms, zodiac signs, and planets. The type of mushroom, their therapeutic benefits, the signs that they're associated with, and the planets as well. And then they go into a whole bit here. It looks like half a page for each type of fungi. That is really nice. Very cool. Okay. Okay, and then we go into the aspects. So you've got the 2023 exact aspects for each month. Goes through and lists them out. And so what you're doing, if you're using an actual different planner for your planner and using this one for, say, a journal or something like that, you could take these times and actually put them onto any other journals or calendars or planners that you're using side by side with this one as well. So it's great information. And then we have all of the new and full moon dates, the eclipses, as well as all of the retrograde and direct dates. So this is definitely information I'll be taking and putting into all my other calendars. I like having this information in all the different planners that I use throughout the year. And then we have this beautiful page, The Magic of I, 2023. Love their artwork. Okay, then we have 2023 intentions, how to use the intention guides. It breaks down their 8 areas of life, which I absolutely love. I've been working with that this year, and it's a great layout. I absolutely love that. Then they have the Magic 5 Dream List, Heart and Soul of the Year, break it down. So, you know, of your 8 areas of life, what are the 5 most important intentions for you this year? As you know, we all get busy, so sometimes you can't get to everything, so you can narrow it down to 5 things. And they put a nice little blurb down here. And then they break it out a page for each for the year. So spiritual, actually it's 2 pages each, what you would like, and then your actionable steps to take to get that for your spiritual, your mental, your work, love, wealth, social, and physical, as well as inspiration, all 8 areas of life. Let's see here. We have a January 2023. So this is the first monthly spread we have here in the front. It gives us what sign the sun is in, from what dates to what dates, the moon phases for the month, some monthly themes and reflections. So some key words that you can use throughout the month, and looks like a phrase you can use for the full moon and the new moon, the energies that they hold this during this month of January, and all the important astrological transits for the month right in front. And then we have a beautiful piece of artwork, and it looks like here it's got whatever fungi is associated with January on the front cover there. And then we have a nice monthly layout, and it gives you a little key on the side here of the planets, as well as all the information on the days. And in a really faint green, I don't know if it picks it up very well on the camera, but it tells you like this day here is good for goals, stroke of genius, and dark moon chill. So it kind of tells you, like here on the 8th, it says love it up and stroke of genius. So those cool terms they had in the front of the book there, they've got them broken down by day here on the monthly calendar. It's very nice. And then it comes down to your monthly goals and intentions, and then it breaks it down by the week, which I absolutely love. It's a great layout. And then it goes into your weeks. So in your weeklies, in this one, it is laid out in this format. So that is just the one thing that for me, I use it more like a journal than a planner, because for my planners, I tend to like it going from left to right across the page in columns. But this format for me works very good for journaling, you know, just a few lines a day. and so forth inside the little sections that we have here. Got little bits of artwork here and there, and it goes through the whole month. And then at the end of the month, it gives you, at the end of the weeklies, it gives you a page for the full moon and a page for new moon, so you can journal on that. And then it goes into February. And again, a different fungi for that month. And I've got beautiful gold foil on these pages. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see very well on the camera, but it has like green, very faint light green tabs for the month, so you can kind of easily find what month you're in. So going through the months, they're all laid out the same. Let's see what we have here. Our other marker. So one is gold and one is kind of a silver looking color ribbon. It's a very nice standard ribbon. And we've got November through December here. And let's see what we've got in the back of the book. All right, so end of December, you have again, the full moon and new moon, and then you have a couple more pages for wrapping up the year. So full moon illuminations and end of year review. Let's see, so this is actually for December still. Full moon shedding, new moon intentions. Maybe there's 2 full moons in the month of December. So you've got an extra page. And then you have 1 page for the end of year wrap up. And then in the back, we've got the ephemeris, which is nice for each month. Goes through 1 for every month. And then you've got some blank pages in the back for notes and journals. Got 1, 2, 4. It says love is the answer in the middle of the last page. And fine print, very nice touch. Then it says you hold all of the answers. And then we've got another breakdown here of the illustration guide for each month. It breaks down the month, the sign, the planet, the type of mushroom, and other plants associated that they used for the month for the designs. And then we've got the Magic of I discover our whole range of intentional living and ritual products at their website. And they have some social media links as well. And then they have a little phrase here, others can guide the way, but only you hold the key to your own unique magic. Absolutely beautiful. And it does have a nice pocket here. Let's see if I have a ruler. I know some people like to know how deep the pocket is. So the pocket looks like it's 4.5 deep. It does have a little bit of a lip there. And the whole back page is about 5.5. So it's a standard A5 planner. Just absolutely gorgeous. 2 ribbons and a really nice elastic band to keep it all closed. And I love how they put the year on the side there. Absolutely beautiful planner. Let me know what you think. If you have any comments or questions, let me know down in the comments. And thank you for watching. Have a great day.